Hello everybody, Dr. Ara Bagdasarian, Soul Center Chiropractic, and I got a plastic model of a spine here today. We're going to demonstrate a little bit about what happens during an injury. So, say a person gets injured and chooses to do nothing about it, there's usually three things that could occur, right? You could feel better, you could feel moderately better, and there's still something hanging out where you feel like something's just not right, or it actually gets worse. So 20% of nerve fibers deals with pain. It's only 20%. 80% deals with function. So I did an earlier post on peak performance. That's an example of function. So it could be peak performance in a fitness competition. It could be peak performance at your work. It could be peak performance just in life. That's external environment peak performance. Also, you got internal environment peak performance, right? So that's your immune system, your endocrine system, how well you're assimilating food, your digestive system, and so on and so forth. So internal and external environment performance function, that makes up 80% of the nerve fibers communication flow between the body and the brain. 20% is nerves dealing with pain, 80% is dealing with function. Right, so you have an injury. You have an injury and say like the lower back blows out, right? You lift something heavy and something twists out of position, and now inflammation kicks in, cortisol levels go up, and you're feeling an excruciating amount of pain. You're like, oh my God, what just happened? So your body is a self-healing mechanism. So it's gonna make full effort to resolve the situation that it's in. So these are the people who feel great right afterwards. Typically younger people, they'll feel like a lot better, they can kind of brush it off depending on the injury. But what usually happens is your body will start compensating in the areas other than the one it cannot self-correct in order to actually get you out of the pain you're in. The body's designed to survive. So it's going to do everything it can so you can survive in the moment and you can survive in life. So it will reduce the function of its performances internally, externally, so on and so forth, in order for you to get out of pain so you could survive in life, because that's what it has to work with. So a person can feel great as far as the pain goes and has the appearance of feeling great, but you know what, all of a sudden he's not as performing nearly as good, or his digestion's off, or something's off in his body, or maybe he might be catching a cold a little easier, or something goes a little tweaked. And it happens very subtly, it happens without you even noticing, because 80% deals with function, and you're just thinking like you might have a bad day or a lousy day, or you just didn't get a good night's sleep or something like that. So that's what happens in category number 1. And category number 2, you're feeling great and everything's fine, but not really. Or you're feeling moderately better, but you still feel something tweaked. So the other scenario is it gets worse, right? So if it gets worse, it's like your body is twisted up so bad where it can't twist itself out any further to get out of being in pain. So it's screwed up so much that no matter how it tries to compensate, it can't get itself out of being in pain. So that's a pretty advanced state. So what usually ends up happening is other areas start trying to make more and more effort, and then you get more muscle spasms, and it starts building and expanding and getting more and more diffused in the pain and spreading throughout various different portions of your body. People who have injuries with their legs, they start walking really twisted and contorted, and then the strong leg starts feeling a lot of pain, as an example. But that's part of the reason why I'm putting this video together. I want to make sure that you guys are well educated so you could choose to do something about your body regardless of how your body recovers or compensates or creates the appearance that it's recovered. Because again, 20% of fibers deals with pain. If you're acting on pain to be your determination point to know when to get adjusted or not, you're acting on 20% of when you really need to get adjusted. 80% deals with function. Live a healthy, happy life. Get adjusted. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up and comment below. Have a great day and God bless.